This is all the shades of Dr. Earth lipsticks that I own. This is Oh My Darling. This is a beautiful reddish pink or a pinkish red, whichever way you want to put it. This is a buildable formula and it goes quite smoothly on the lips. This is what a full coat of Oh My Darling looks like. This is Atomic Red. This is 2 to 3 layers of Atomic Red. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful, true red, guys. Now, does it transfer? Yes. But it's not so bad because as you can see, even after the transfer, there is a good amount of product left on the lips. And the amount of product left is also good enough to actually show off the true color. Shade Coral Sunset, which true to its name is a lovely coral orange red. And that is a single swipe of Coral Sunset, which I have smudged with my fingers. And this looks like a very natural light coral pink tint on me. If you want, you can definitely build this up. 3 to 4 coats of Coral Sunset on me, which I have again smudged with my fingers. I feel like this is a shade that would definitely need a lip liner for my lips and also for my skin tone. But then if you have lighter skin tone, this could work just fine for you without any lip liner. Sultry Cocoa is what I would call a light wine brown, or rather a mauve brown. Just look at that shade. It's such a pretty combination of mauve, wine, and brown, guys. This is 2 coats of Sultry Cocoa on my lips. Now, this is such a pretty nude shade for me, something I'd love to wear to office every day. Let's try building this up. Now, this is Sultry Cocoa, but somewhere around 7 to 8 swipes of it on my lips. I do want to point out that despite there being a thick coat of the product, it is still very comfortable on the lips and it is not drying. Of course, I do have a thin layer of lip balm underneath, but as you can see, it's still very comfortable. It does not crack, and it is such a pretty shade of mauve, a cool toned mauve brown. I simply love this on me. This one is called Dibs on You. Now, Dibs on You is a very pretty reddish brown that would work as a lovely nude shade on a lot of Indian skin tones. Guys, I swear I'm not exaggerating at all, but just look at that color. This is a more sheer coat of Dibs on You on my lips, and it's one of the prettiest shades of reddish brown out there. I hope you can see what it actually looks like. It's such a lovely, lovely color, guys. Now let's try and darken it up a little. And this is multiple coats of Dibs on You on my lips. I think this has got to be my most favorite of this lot. I seriously cannot stop looking, guys. It is such a pretty red brown. Now, while this formula is quite a creamy matte and it is not quite shiny by itself, since I've added a good coat of lip balm underneath, it is slightly extra shiny here. But even without the lip balm, the product has a good bit of sheen to it since it's a creamy matte. And it is extremely comfortable to wear, guys. It does not dry out the lips. Alright, guys, so finishing thoughts on the Dr. Earth lipsticks. As you can see, they are very pigmented. And even though they're very pigmented, they are still buildable. So you can put them on as sheer or as full coverage as you would like to. Now, these are something I wear frequently, and I need to tell you these are not transfer proof. But then, as you can see, since they're quite pigmented, even after the transfer, there is a good amount of pigment left on the lips. So, yes, you would need touch ups, but then they're not going to look very patchy or very badly transferred. They have this kind of oil like smells, which honestly I do not mind. And to some extent, I even like them. But then, if you're someone who's very sensitive to scents, it might bother you a little bit, maybe. Considering all these factors, for me, they are good value for money. Although I do understand they are a little bit on the pricier side of things. But then, this is a purchase that I would repeat and keep repeating. Hope this review was helpful. And if it was helpful, then save it for your future shopping purposes or shade references. And I will meet you very soon with more reviews of your favorite makeup products and skincare. Now, if there are any requests or suggestions of products that you think I should be reviewing, then do leave them in the comments. And see you soon. Bye.